there, I am Mrs. Caterina Naldosa from Pasay City North High School M. De La Cruz campus, and I will be your teacher for General Mathematics this first quarter, week 5, day 2. And our lesson's objective is to distinguish between exponential function, exponential equation, and exponential inequality. So let's start. Let's have this picture when I make an obscure reference that only my best friend gets. So this picture shows how different you are from your friends, but yet, in just one look at each other, you know what you're talking about. So same thing with the three things that we will be talking about for today, which are function, equation, and inequality. There is something common among them, which is what we call as the exponential expression. So let's define first what are this. Let's recall. When we talk about function, it's a well-behaved relation wherein the first component corresponds to one second component. It works with inputs and outputs, and the x value is the input while the corresponding f of x is the output. Next, an equation is a statement that two mathematical expressions are equal. In this case, we will be talking about exponential expressions. Next, an inequality compares two values. And these two values are known to have a strict inequality, wherein the one could be less than, greater than, or simply not equal to. And last one, the thing that will bind them together is what we call as the exponential expression. An exponential expression is an expression of the form a times b to the x minus c plus d, where the base is greater than 0 and it could never be equal to 1. Take a look at the x. It's at the exponent. So these are the four things that you should remember, and also their forms. Now let's have Desmos. You may also try this on your cell phone. Let's graph 4 to the 2x minus 1 less than 64 and observe its graph. It's slightly curved a while ago, but this time it has a broken line here, vertical line, and we have a region at the left side, which makes it its solution set. Next, let's graph y is equal to 1.25 raised to the x. It's a slightly curved line this time. And lastly, let's graph 3 to the x equals 27. And as you have observed, it's only a vertical line here. We have a vertical line. Okay, so for that one, let's observe the graph. The first one, as you can see, the red graph, the broken line here, which means there is an inequality. This value of x is not included, and you have here a critical region which makes it its solution set. And take a look at the form. The x is at the exponent. So this could be an exponential inequality. The next one, the graph is slightly curved, but this could never cross the x-axis. Okay, so we have y is equal to 1.25 raised to x, and that is an example of a function. And x is the independent variable is at the exponent. So we could say that that is an exponential function. The last one, we have 3 to the x is equal to 27. There is an equal sign, but it could not be a function because if you are going to see, observe the graph, it's only a vertical line. Therefore, that is just an exponential equation. What makes them exponential? Look at the exponent, the presence of independent variable x. Let's have more examples. Let's determine or distinguish if this is an exponential equation, inequality, or function. We have y equals 3 to the x plus 1. We have y and x. So we have two variables. We have the dependent variable and the independent variable. In this case, the x is at the exponent. So this could be considered as exponential function. Next, let's have 1/2 raised to x plus 5 is equal to 4. There is an equal sign. So it could be an equation or it could be a function. But there's only one variable, which is here, x. Therefore, this is an exponential equation. Okay, let's have more examples here. Take a look at this. Sample number 3. 5 raised to the 2x minus x squared less than or equal to 5. Obviously, there is an inequality symbol, the less than or equal to. So this could be an inequality. But we need to make sure. Take a look at the exponent. Yes, it has a variable in its exponent. Therefore, this is an exponential inequality. And the last one, let's have 5x squared greater than or equal to 5. Yes, it is an inequality because of the symbol greater than or equal to. But is it exponential inequality? Take a look at the exponent. The exponent is constant and your base is x. Therefore, this is not an exponential expression. It can never be an exponential inequality nor an exponential expression. Okay, let's have more examples. A while ago, we had a graph. So let's take a look. If you are going to choose between the three, is this an exponential function, exponential inequality, or exponential equation? It's a slightly curved, but it would never cross the x-axis. So that is an exponential function. Next one. We have a vertical line. So it's not a function. Because using the vertical line test, it could never be a function. And take a look, there's only one value of x that it would cross. So therefore, this is just a one variable, which is an exponential equation. Let's have more. Take a look. So we have this graph. It's slightly curved, but it would go up and down, and there's a mirror between the two, therefore making it a parabola. And we know that if the graph is a parabola, it's a quadratic function. Therefore, this is not an exponential expression at all. Okay? So, that's all for, let's summarize what we have talked about. So, we have to differentiate or distinguish between exponential equation, exponential inequality, and exponential function. All of them involves exponential expressions. The only difference, in the exponential equation, there is an equal sign and there's only one value of, or there is one variable. For exponential inequality, there is an inequality symbol. And for the exponential function, it is in the form f of x, or we can say y, is equal to b to the x. And the base could never be 0 nor equal to 1. Okay, let's have more. So, an exponential equation or inequality can be solved for all x values that satisfy the equation or inequality. Therefore, it creates a straight vertical line on the graph and disqualifying it to be a function. For the graph of exponential equation, a vertical line can be seen that will pass through a particular x value. While for the graph of exponential inequality, a vertical line can be seen that will pass through a particular x value, but it has a critical region, which is considered as its solution set. Lastly, let's talk about exponential function. Exponential function expresses a relationship between two variables. And for the graph of exponential function, a slight curve going up or going down but never crosses the x-axis. because y can never be equal to 0. And that ends our lesson for today. Did you understand it very well? If not, you may still go back to the lesson presented in your module. If today's lesson is very clear to you, congratulations! You may now start answering the exercises in your module. Good luck and God bless!